Let's learn how can we use this dedicated pin for output compare with the help of timer 1. So we shall be toggling this pin when this timer reaches to a certain limit. If you see this pin diagram, this output compare 1A pin is connected with PV5 and 11th pin of this board. So we shall be using timer and will toggle this pin. This is our 16-bit timer. In our case, we shall be using timer 1, which is of 16 bits, and there is a output compare register 1 of size 16-bit, and whenever our timer reaches to this output compare register value, so upon this match, it can generate an interrupt for that. Output compare interrupt flag will be generated, and with the help of this interrupt flag, interrupt routine can be executed. And upon this match, we can control this dedicated pin as well. So whenever this match happens, so upon the match, we'll configure in such a way that it will toggle this pin. So these two bits, compare output mode, bit 0 and bit 1, are used to select the compare mode of that pin. What will happen upon the match, whether we should toggle it or we should make the pin low or high. Based on these two combinations, we can select that. And in our case, we'll select 0 and 1, which will toggle the output compare 1A pin. So in this register, timer or counter 1 control register A. So in this control register A, we'll make this 6th pin high. So the configuration here will be 0 for A1 and 1 for A0. So this will select the toggling configuration of this pin. And second configuration we have waveform generator mode. These 4 bits 0 to 3rd bit are basically selecting different modes, and for this it uses two registers. The control register A, where we had already configured these 2 bits. A1 was 0 and A0 was 1. So that was already there. And now here we have to configure these 2 bits here. Waveform generator mode, this 1 is for timer 1. Don't get confused here by thinking this is a 10. This is not a 10. This 1 is for timer, and this is the 0th bit for that configuration. This is the first bit, this is the second bit, and this is the third bit. So for this configuration, we need non-PWM mode. PWM mode will explore in next session. There are different PWM configuration we can do here. PWM phase correct and fast mode. So that we'll say in later videos. Here we'll focus about this one. So whenever our timer reaches to this compare register value, the timer will be cleared. Means timer value will be loaded with value 0 upon this match. So here second bit we have to make 1. So in this control register A and control register B, we have to make 0 and 1 for pin toggling configuration, and these two 0th and first bit will be 0 0, and this second bit will be 1 and third bit will be 0. So these waveform generator mode 0 to 3 we are selecting so that our timer will be cleared upon comparison match with the compare register A, and these 3 are for selecting the clock. In last videos we had selected pre-scaler value of 256. So for selecting 256 we have to give 100 here. If you are not clear about this, just watch the previous video, you will get it for clock selection. So we have configured everything, and now we have to just enable the interrupt for that. Whenever comparison match happens, we have to enable it. So for that we'll enable first bit. We'll make this bit 1. So let's proceed and write a program to do same. Okay. So in this program we'll be writing for the timer should be cleared upon comparison match, clear on timer comparison match, CTC, and will toggle the dedicated pin OC1A, output compare 1A pin. So first thing, let's disable the interrupts. So for that, what we have to do, we have to just issue this API clear interrupt, and next configure pins. So this OC1 is connected with 11th pin. So make the 11th pin as output. So this configuration has done. Next, initialize our timer. Initialize our timer 1 and make it TCNT timer counter 1 equals to 0. So we have initialized it, and the third step is configure control registers. So we are having two control registers here, control register A and control register B, right? Timer counter control register 1A and timer counter control register 1B. In 1A, we have to enable the 6th bit, right? Forward 6 bit we have to enable for selecting the toggling feature of this dedicated pin output compare 1A. And in control register B, we have to enable second bit to select the pre-scaler value of 256, and we have to enable third bit to select the CTC feature, clear on timer comparison. That means whenever timer reaches to the compare register value, it will be cleared. So this configuration we have done, and now let's set the value for compare register, output compare register 1A, and we have to make how much? 62,500 to elapse 1 second, because we have selected pre-scaler value of 256. So in the previous video I had explained how this 62,500 has come. So these many clocks are required to elapse 1 second. So we are setting the counter register value, output compare register 1A equals to 62,500. So when this timer counter 1 reaches to this value, it will be cleared, and we have to enable interrupt as well, right? So enable interrupt for what? Comparison match, and we have to use mask register for that. Timer mask register 1, we have to enable first bit for it. So we have enabled it. Now enable on interrupts SCI. So we have enabled it, and this will toggle this pin, dedicated pin output compare 1A pin will be toggled with this code. And to confirm whether our interrupt routine is being executed or not, let's toggle onboard LED, which is connected to 13th pin of the board. So let's make it output. So we have configured this as output, and just toggle it within this interrupt routine. This is connected to 7th pin of port B. So it will toggle the onboard LED, toggle the onboard LED. So we are done with the coding. Let me compile it. Yeah, it gave some error. Output. Okay, here just typo mistake was there. Let me compile it again. Yeah, compilation has successful. Let me download this code. Yeah, download has successful. You can see USB was already connected, so I had just downloaded, and download is successful now. And you can see here both LEDs are blinking with 1 second delay. Onboard LED also, and this external LED which is connected to, see which pin? This is connected to the 11th pin, right? So this 11th pin is connected with this LED, and both are blinking now with 1 second delay. So this code is working perfectly fine for us, and that was our expectation. So that's it for this video. Let me end this, and we'll continue with another feature of this timer in next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.